What if we die? Well, I guess they'll just have one hell of a story to tell. Yeah, I heard that quote. I heard that quote years ago, and it still resonates with me. About living your life. Because I think too many of us, we get to the point where comfort just starts to leave us, and we're like, I don't know if I want to go any further. But I think we were meant to live life on the edge. Live it on the edge. I know if any of y'all have ever heard of David Goggins or Jocko or Gary V, all these guys that, they talk about just going full bore, just living it. The old thing of, we're not supposed to die with a well-preserved body. We're supposed to be just sliding in at the tail end of our lives, all torn up, beat up and all that, but be able to proclaim, man, that was a hell of a ride. And I think for way too many of us, we don't ever live no life like that. And, and maybe for me, for a lot of my life, I didn't get to that point. And I don't know what that means for me now at 62 years old, but I surely hope I live at least with some passion, something that, that people look at me and go, daggum, he don't seem like he's 62 years old or older as I keep on going. Like, man, he's just out there doing crap, and that's what I want to be known for. Just getting out there doing crap that other people my age aren't doing. I tell my wife all the time, I hate feeling, with aches and pains and all that. I hate feeling old. And and I never want to use that as an excuse. I try to take care of whatever aches and pains I got, but I'm never going to let that be an excuse for why I can't get out and do something. I'm just going to do it to the point that, it won't allow me to. Also though, too many times we let everything around us control, what we're going to do. Things that we have zero control over. Zero control. Whether it's the weather. I mean, I think when I got here it's, 30 degrees. And I know a ton of people that, hey, I ain't going out. I ain't leaving the house. It's 30 daggum degrees outside. Or at least today. I mean, it's sunny. It's blue sky and all. But, it could be misty. It could be drizzly and all. I'm not going out there. You might get wet. And, or I'm not going out my house because it's too hot outside or this or that. And, excuse me. Yeah, I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be me. I don't want my grandkids to see that that's me. I want them, hopefully, as they grow up, that they're like, man, I want to live like my pops. I want to live like him. I want to get out there and just go after it. I don't care the weather and all that. And even talking about things that we can't control. I know I can get sucked into it. We get on social media and we see all the, I hate to say it, just all the shit going on, in this country right now. And it's so easy to get sucked into all that. And Lord knows, I have. It's easy for me because I just feel compassion about a lot of things going on. But you got to remove yourself from that crap. Get out here. Get out here into nature. And, just get away from it. Turn your phone off. Come out here and just enjoy. Just enjoy being outside. None of that crap is going to matter. Really, in the end, there's not a damn thing I can do about it. I hope people, no more people get hurt, killed, or whatever. But, hate to say it, but it's going to be what it's going to be, regardless of what I do. So, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna enjoy my life, and I'm gonna try to live it to the best. I'm gonna hike into places that, this is a relatively easy place to get into, but I'm gonna try to get into places that, probably a lot of people, my age or so there, like, I ain't going there, but I am. I love this place. I love that old swing bridge right there. I was worried coming in here because there's a lot of trees that are down from the ice storm, and I was like, man, I hope no trees took that bridge out, but thankfully they didn't. Thankfully it's still there. But yeah, ton of trees come down from the ice storm. And this place has already been hit hard from a couple of years ago with Helene coming through here, but Lord knows, the forest will survive. I guess the forest looks at it the same way, that ain't nothing I can do about it. Crap's gonna happen. I just gotta survive, deal with it. That's kind of how I feel about my life. Got about 20 more years to go, and we'll see where that takes me. But I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna damn sure live it. Yeah, I tell you, I joke about getting old and going to the doctor. I probably have had more doctor's appointments in the last couple of years than I probably had in my entire life before that. Yeah, so let me tell you, it sucks feeling old, but not necessarily getting old. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to get to where we get to, so I'm not gonna bitch and complain about it. I'm just gonna enjoy it, live it, smile, try to inspire others.